Good morning everybody, it is Liv here from Hand Knits by Liv. I make knitting podcast videos and I also sell my knitwear on Etsy. You probably will know me from Instagram mainly. I'm mainly active on there and my Instagram is Messymakersmind. You may be thinking, I thought it was Hand Knits by Liv. Well, I decided to change my name and I really prefer the Messymakersmind. So I've decided to keep it as that, and I've also changed my Etsy shop to Messymakersmind as well. So if you want to look for me, it will be Messymakersmind, not Hand Knits by Liv, but I could still refer to myself as Hand Knits by Liv for people who don't know yet. But yes, I just thought I'd let you know I have changed my Instagram name and my Etsy shop. So in today's podcast, I thought I would show you guys my current work in progresses that I've been working on, a few projects that I want to take on holiday with me. If you don't know, I'm going on holiday in about like a week's time now, or even less than that. And I really want to take projects that I really want to work on and finish. I don't want them to be too long. I don't want it to be like a big project, but I want it to be like a easy sized project for me to work on whilst I'm also on holiday. And I am on holiday for 2 weeks, so I want to be able to take as much as I can. And yeah, so I thought I'd just let you know that if anyone is planning on buying anything on my Etsy shop whilst I am away, there will be an automatic message coming out saying I am on holiday and I'm not able to ship this out until I get back. But as soon as I get back, I will get your messages and your notifications on my Etsy. Yeah, so I'll start off with the first thing I'm hoping to finish today actually. I take such a long time doing projects. I just take like forever. But the first project that I've started, and I'm basically what I'm planning on doing is I'm getting all of the winter stocked up and organised, because I know you're probably thinking, what the heck, it's June and you're doing winter things. I know that sounds crazy, but winter will come so fast in the UK for me. I mean, it will be like the end of August, September soon, and time just flies by, and I really want to get things organised and on my shop and things like that. So things that I'm knitting on are hats, a lot of hats actually. I've got a lot of pom hats to come onto my Etsy, some shawls and some socks I've got to come on. I've never actually knitted socks before, so it'll be my first time knitting socks and putting them onto my Etsy. And I've also got some baby hats to come, and I've also got some snoods or cowls to come on my Etsy as well. So I have quite a big stock project to be knitting on and to get organised for, and I just like to make sure that I get it perfect and it's right for people to be able to tell what I'm selling and be able to see what I'm selling. And I also will be needing to take photos of a few projects and to put them onto my Etsy, and I'm hoping to take some shawl photos on holiday, so hopefully, but we shall see. So yeah, this hat is what I'm working on currently. I'm knitting it in the round on 5mm circular needles. Circular needles have to be my favourite to knit on, just because you have no sewing after, and it's great because me and sewing, we don't really get on. We're like needle, tiny little needle, trying to go through. It doesn't work. It just does not work. My sewing is pretty awful and I really should be getting some lessons on it soon, and hopefully I will. So yes, knitting in the round is definitely something for me. This is currently what I'm knitting. Now it looks absolutely tiny, but I promise you it will not be tiny once it's off the needles and on the head. That sounded really weird. So yeah, this is what I'm knitting on, and it's so pretty. It is like, I don't know if you can tell really, let me try and zoom in. So I don't really know if you'll be able to see the yarn, or the camera will be able to do much justice for it, but it looks lighter on camera, but it is actually darker in reality. But you can just see it's got these little sprinkles and it's so pretty. This is the ribbing, and the ribbing is going to be one that flicks upwards, and then you got the body. So yeah, this is what I'm currently knitting on, and the yarn, I have no idea what it is because I took the label off when I bought it and I've only just started knitting it up, so I'm really, really sorry. But if I do somehow happen to find the yarn for this, I will obviously, of course, link it below and you guys can see what it is, but I have no idea. But it's 5mm yarn, so it's Aran-y, and it's, yeah, just you got like the really, really pretty sparkles in it. So I'm going to be using all of that for the hat. And if you're wondering what hat pattern I'm using, I actually bought this book. I think I have mentioned it in one of my videos before. This is the book. It's the Beanie Collection by Cowls Studio, and the hat I'm knitting is called the Gia Beanie, so it's this one here. And you can't really tell what the pattern is, but it is basically like a ribbing effect pattern. So all it is basically like knit 4, purl 2, purl 4, knit 2, and you just repeat the last 2 rows, and then you have to shape the crown and then finish it. And because I'm knitting it in a round, no sewing for me, yay! So yes, this is definitely worth getting because it's reasonable priced, and also if you know the Kylie beanies that I knitted on, they are on my Etsy. That was a pattern also from this book, which is this one here, and it is basically just a simple cable knit stitch. So you have your little cable needle, you put the 2 on the cable, knit from the needle, and then knit from the cable, and it creates a sort of like twisty plait effect. And yeah, so this is it here. So yes, this book is definitely worth it. And I also have knitted my Carly beanie also from this, which is the pink one with the white pom on top. If I can, I'll insert a photo of me wearing it somewhere. But yeah, so that's the hat. So that's one of the things that I'm currently working on. Else I have been working on lately is the Let It Slip knit cowl, and I will show you a finished one. Here it is. I finished this about like a week ago now. I think it was like a week ago, and this is the Let It Slip knit cowl that I showed on my Instagram, and I also have now got this up for sale on my Etsy shop. It's the most recent one I've just added, and this is what it looks like close up. It's this really pretty effect, like with the knit stitches. I think it looks really nice, and it's really easy to knit up as well. I did also knit this in the round 2, and I blocked it afterwards, so it's quite stretchy and it will fit really well. So yeah, I really like this one, and I'm also knitting another one in the exact same yarn but a different colour, and this colour is so pretty. It literally just reminds me of summer, even though summer in the UK isn't hot, so you could still wear like a snood or a cowl in like, I don't know, 19 degrees. It really just depends because we get like a lot of wind and it gets quite breezy. So yes, I've just started also the cowl in this yarn here. All I have done so far is the ribbing at the bottom, and then I've just started the body, and I've got to knit this up till 20 centimetres. So the whole thing's got to be 20 centimetres, and then when I get to the end, all I've got to do is just do the ribbing and change the needles to 4mm needles. These are currently 5 and the ribbing is for 4. But yes, I really like the pattern, and I really can't wait for this to be finished. I think it's going to look so nice. Oh, lost my stitch marker. So yeah, that's something to look forward to as well. And I probably will actually take this away with me and finish it whilst I am away. And also, I actually had quite a lot of yarn left from, where is it? I used a whole ball. It was 100 grams, and I only used like, I mean, I used most of it, but I have this much left from the yarn that I used for the cowl. So I'm maybe thinking of also knitting up a hat and seeing if I can get a hat out of all of this, but I think I'll be able to. So yeah, that will be exciting as well, to have a cowl and a hat set. So another thing I'm working on, this is a big project. This will take me probably quite a while. It's going to be a shawl, and at the minute it looks nothing like a shawl. It just looks like, I don't know, maybe like bikini bottoms or something. But yes, this is going to be a shawl, and I'm knitting it in the Karen Cakes yarn, and I think the shade of this is White Truffles, and it looks like this. And I don't know how many grams is in it. Like, I think it's 200. It could be more than that, but I'm not sure. But it's got this really pretty effect at the top. You've got these eyelets here, so that creates the pattern, and then the rest is just knitted in plain garter stitch. And then I've also got my little stitch marker to show me which is the wrong side and the right side, because even though it's pretty easy to know which is the wrong and right side with the yarn overs, but I just like it to make sure, you know, my brain might be not functioning right in the morning, and I might be like, what side am I on? And then I see the marker and it all makes sense. So yeah, this is something that I also be wanting to work on. Another thing, now in the UK it is going to be Father's Day, like very soon, and I'm leaving it slightly late, so it probably won't be actually done for Father's Day, but I really want to knit my dad some socks, and I've been trying to knit socks for such a long time. I did try about like a week ago and it just all went wrong. And I think what I went wrong on was the stitch holders. When I had to put the stitches at the back for the heel, it's sort of all messed up, and there was like a massive hole in the middle created. So I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on? So yeah, I was really disappointed, and I just like took it all apart and haven't started on it again as yet, because I was really frustrated with myself. But I do want to knit some socks, and I will be knitting it in this yarn here, like this nice bluey yarn, and this is from Serdar. And the pattern I actually bought, I think I have showed you guys in one of my videos. But yes, and it is socks to be knitted on 2 straight needles, because I can't use DPNs, and my friend actually has said she's going to teach me how to do how to use the DPNs and come to my house sometime and have a sort of like a knit and natter group. Yeah, so hopefully if the weather gets nicer we can sit outside and knit, and I can learn how to do socks on the DPNs, hopefully. So another new project that I have been working on is a baby hat, and this baby hat is going to be knitted in this yarn here, which is by Wendy Supreme, and it is, I think it's cotton, hold on, it is Luxury Cotton Silk DK, and this colour is so pretty. I really love the yellow in this colour. It's very summery as well. So I'm going to be knitting a baby hat in this yarn with 2 little poms on the top, and I'll probably be knitting one in a newborn size and one in a prem size, just so we have the 2 sizes, because it can be really difficult to buy premature hats. I mean, I was a premature baby, and I know my mom had so much struggle trying to find clothes to fit, but I'm sure nowadays they do loads more things, and they do like prem shops and things like that. But I really want to see if these sell, and I'll be selling them at a reasonable price as well, so it's not going to be too expensive. So yes, that's something else I've been working on. And oh, this yarn here is Marble Chunky James C. Brett, and this is one of my favourite yarns. I've knitted quite a few scarves and hats in this yarn. So what I'm going to be knitting is I'm going to be knitting a scarf and a hat set out of this, and this colour is so pretty. It's like orangey, pinky, browny and blue all together, and the shade of this is MC85. I absolutely love the colours. I I just think they're really, really pretty. So that's something else that I'm going to be knitting on too for my shop. This is the Hayfield Spirit yarn, which is the cowl that I knitted in the same yarn as that. And I'm going to be knitting a hat in this colour, and I think it's so, so pretty. And I'm going to be knitting the hat out of this book here, so it will be the Carly beanie, the pattern that I'll be knitting from. So yeah, I think that is everything that I wanted to show in today's video. They're just a few work in progresses that I'm going to be working on, and also they will be coming onto my Etsy shop, and it will probably be at the end of August time, start of September is when I will start adding things onto my Etsy for the winter. And I also will be doing a sale before winter. It will be like a before season sale on a few projects as well that I'm going to be knitting on. So there's some exciting things to look forward to, and I really want to thank everybody who does check out my Etsy and buys from me and appreciates the work that I do, and that just really makes me happy. That is probably everything in today's video that I wanted to mention, and I hope you all have a lovely day. Thank you so much everybody for watching today's video and subscribing to my channel and liking my posts and my videos. It really, really does make me just really happy and makes me want to carry on doing what I'm doing. So yes, thank you very much everybody, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Look at Liv. He's all done nicely. Can we
Yeah, Mum, I'm just filming my knitting podcast. Can I look at him after?
Yes.
Thank you.